This is an end screen. You probably recognize it from the end of YouTube videos. No, don't try to click it, it's not a real one. An end screen is an option YouTube gives you when uploading a video to the platform. You can add other videos to it, playlists, a subscribe button, or even a link away to another channel or website that viewers can click on. They are incredibly important for building views and a YouTube channel, and we feel they don't get enough credit. So here's why you need to spend time on them. Imagine you're walking down a pathway trying to get home and you get to a junction. You could turn left or right or go straight on. One path leads to certain death and another, well, it just takes you a really long way home, but you have to battle all kinds of mystical beasts on the road. So it's a bad option. You have to decide which path to take, so you go left and get eaten by trolls. Now, reimagine this situation with some handy signs in place telling you which way to go. You select the correct path home, get back to your comfy computer chair, and watch a great video all about end screen strategies. Which brings us back to the modern day. End screens are video road signs that tell your viewer the next step to take in their journey. Ideally, they point the viewer towards a video that's part of a series so they can continue to learn or develop. No matter if your channel is new or old, without end screens in place, you'll seriously harm your growth because people will get distracted by the other options YouTube throws at them and leave your channel's content behind. The longer you keep someone on your channel, the more watch minutes you'll get, the more subscribers, and the more YouTube will boost your content, and that's why they're so important. Let's have a look at our own channel where we went from just dumping end screens randomly at the end of a video to using them properly, which we'll be teaching you to do very soon in this video. You can see the point we changed our videos that showed at the end, from best for viewer as a default, which we chucked on with little to no thought, to videos and playlists specific to the viewer's journey, as well as verbally pointing them out in the video with a large subscribe button that you can add. Way more clicks. In fact, 60% of our clicks were on the videos we now make, which point out another video to watch at the end. Our end screen clicks grew from 134 a year to over 2,000 a year using the strategy we're teaching you. The percentage increased over 1,400%. So if we can increase this by the same every year for 5 years, that number will end up with 30 digits on it. Okay, that probably won't happen, but it just goes to show the power they can have as you build a channel. So how do you add end screens to YouTube videos that get results? To make them is simple. You just log in and go to the YouTube studio. Then hit videos and select the video you want to add an end screen to, and then go down to the editor. Click add an end screen and select your template. The circle you see is the subscribe button and the rectangle will be the videos you add. You can move the subscribe and video to appear where you like. Ideally, you'll have made a custom end screen for your video, which we'll move on to next, because if you've not, this all sits over the video and doesn't look great, like this. Now, we always want the subscribe button, but what we have to do is to decide on what the video that shows at the end is. You've got some options: most recent, best for viewer, or specific. So, specific is your first choice. If your video is about how to post a video to YouTube, let's say, and you've got another one that's called how to share a YouTube video to get more views, it's going to be the type of thing your viewer will probably want to seek out next. It's a content journey, so make the next step easy and ensure you get more of those vital viewing minutes. The next option is to let YouTube decide what to do. You can select best for viewer. This will work out what it thinks the viewer will like of your existing videos, but let's face it, it might not be that accurate. Then there's most recent upload. This is a good option to add at the ending of every video because it means every time you release one, all of your old ones will show the new one and should give it a little boost. It's important to note that this will only happen if your content is always relevant to your niche. If you make educational videos and suddenly decide people care about your private life, your new viewers from search probably won't care about you enough to click on a recently added end screen of that type. If you're struggling to decide which one to choose, well, you could always do what we do. We tend to go with one exact video or playlist pointed out, and then the latest release and a subscribe button. Once you've made your choice, you need to select where your end screen pops up now. So you can use the end screen bar to adjust where it appears. Be aware that the end screen needs to be at least 5 seconds long, and the section itself only gives you 20 seconds to add them. So that's how to add them to videos in YouTube, but you don't want to have a cluttered video like that example I showed you. You want a branded or well thought out end screen to get maximum interactions, so you need to start thinking about this when you shoot. There's option 1, Shoot the end of your video so you reference the end screen, point at where it might be, and talk about why they should watch it. That's going to have the most impact. Option number 2, create a branded card you can use every time with the spaces in the video. Now, if you have Photoshop, you can do something funky, or you could just use free software like Canva, or even just make it in your own video editing software. There are templates you can use to get the sizes lined up. We'll pop a link to some in the description. You can then just build over this, or use the template if you're a business. Build a new one, or stick to your brand guidelines. No matter how you make it, you've got to actually add it to the end of your video before you export the thing, which means making 2 versions if you wanted to repurpose the video on other platforms. What a pain. It will be worth it though. Just check it's at least 5 seconds long again and now upload to YouTube and go through the process we talked you through earlier in the video. So, we now know what an end screen is, how to add them and use them, and the results they can give a channel. But it doesn't end there. Now you need to think more about your end screen strategy with these 5 points which you could implement on new and old videos. Number 1, plan ahead. Check out this spreadsheet. It's probably not the most exciting thing you're going to hear today. That is our list of all of the videos we're going to make over the next few months to help people grow their YouTube channel. There is a running order in play here. Think about your viewer and the journey they're on. If the viewer is trying to learn all about subtitles for YouTube and they've just watched your video teaching them how to get them made online for free, the next step in the journey would be to show them how to add these to their YouTube videos. They'll get to the end of your video, be super engaged and think, wow, that's exactly what I wanted, thus getting you more clicks. When you're batch producing lots of videos, you'll need a big spreadsheet like this. You'll need to play with the order you release your videos in, as in many cases, you'll need to issue a particular video first, so that the next release end screen can point back to it. You see, you can't use an end screen pointing towards a video that doesn't exist. I've tried it, I've wasted hours. Number 2, be flipping obvious. Many YouTubers use an end screen they've designed, which looks very pretty, and it will have video options and a subscribe button on. The benefit of this is they can always go into YouTube and change the videos that they want on their end screen. In most cases, it will be set to latest release, or YouTube's computers will work out what to put there. For maximum clicks, you need to be more visible though. Film your video and actually point at the options, tell them what it is and what benefit they'll get when they click and watch it. You're going to see me do that at the end of this video. Number 3, optimize your existing end screens. You'll find on most channels there are 1 or 2 blockbuster videos which pull in the most views. The first thing you need to check is if they're bringing in the most subscribers, because if not, you need to make sure your subscribe button is there. See the link in the description to learn how to do this. It doesn't always work like this, but if there's no subscribe button, you definitely need one. The next thing you need to check out is if your end screens are actually getting clicked on. If they are not converting much at all, it's time to think about your viewer journey. What have you made that might be the next stepping stone here? Number 4, gain more subscribers. If your sole focus is subscribers and you've worked out which video is gaining you the most, you could change your end screens to drive people to this video to convert more and more. Now, this might mean your channel watch time doesn't increase as much, or it might mean the video isn't as relevant to the content the viewers just watched, so be careful. Number 5, drive search ranks. If you want to appear in a search for a particular topic on YouTube and Google, you need a video with all the right optimization in place. There's a link in the description to teach you all about that. Most importantly, you'll need that video to have a higher average viewer watch time. If you've made a great video and you're confident it will, then you can use this sneaky little strategy. To rank and get suggested views, you're going to need as many views as possible in the first 48 hours. Locate your most popular videos and change all the end screens to point towards this new video. It will pick up more views, have high engagement, and start to move up the ranks. This is one benefit of always using the latest video as an end screen option. The only problem is it might not be the best stepping stone for your viewer at that time. As you can see, there are different ways to use end screens, and really there's no right or wrong way of doing it, as long as you do it. The latest release and suggested release options might make your life easier and help content rank faster, but you have to ask yourself, is this really the best option for my viewer? We believe you need to make it all about them, because at the end of the day, without your viewers, your channel is going to be a lonely place. Anyway, congratulations, you've just completed the ultimate end screen guide. If we've missed anything out, please let us know in the comments. If you found that helpful, then hit like and subscribe, because we're making ultimate guides on everything right now. And if your brain wants more YouTube growth food, then watch this video here, the ultimate guide to click-through rates to ensure your channel picks up steam, or maybe just watch our latest shiny new release here.